Greetings, flint nappers out there. This is WordTech. As you can see, I have just built a fluting jig for clovis points. I want to show the general design here. I've got basically two bolts that go right through these couple of 2x4s. They're 10 inches long, and I've got the bolts here for the pin, and they are, let's see, 4 inches, 5 inches, and 6 inches from the base down here. I've got my copper lever action here. And so I just actually tried my first flute. It's not terribly impressive, but it's something that I had some scraps, and so you can kind of see the results. The opposite side, I tried it the regular way, and it kind of looks ugly, direct percussion. So I figured, what the heck, I will try it on this one. It doesn't look half bad. Interesting things to note. There's lots of instructions on how to use one of these guys, but I wanted to make some points on what actually happened. First off, it puts a dent on the end of the copper there, and it can skitter off. So it's a little tricky when it comes to placement and digging in and being able to really get that lever action going. And you know, for the size of the flute, not terribly impressed, although this kind of started off a little sketchy anyway. It dives down a little bit right here, so you can't get a flute to go through air. So it didn't go as far as one might think, but owing to the shape of the point, it kind of makes some sense. Anyway, so what I did was I tried different wood pieces, and you can see I tried this little wedge here, and it left a dent in it, so that didn't work out very well. I ended up just using leather, just stacks of leather for it to sit on. Now, what's different about this particular jig is it's really just a 1/2 inch wide. So I hold the bar in this way and just do my lever action stuff from that. Now, I've been told, at least I've seen in videos where it's like, hey, you know, if it's pushing against it, it might stop the flake from traveling. I didn't really have any problems with it, but you know, it is a first try. I'm using this as an experimental jig. Now, the reason I went to such lengths to do the bolts is, hey, if it doesn't work out, I can always expand this out by just drilling an extra hole a little further along, and then expand it to maybe the full width of the copper if I cared to, which, you know, ultimately may be a better design. But once the hole's in, I can just basically switch back and forth as I see fit with just a different end cap there. So that's about it. Not terribly bad, but you know, for a first try. But it's interesting just to give it a shot and see what the caveats are. And so I'm going to give this a few more tries down the road, but you know, that's about it. Now, if anyone complains this is not ABBO, I'm sorry, but you know, as people get older, you know, you want to use the tools available to you, like aspirin and Advil, you know, the things that Aboriginal people didn't have. So I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And I don't misrepresent any of this stuff. It's like, yeah, that is a lever with copper and wood and power tools. Exactly. So anyway, that's about it. I kind of figured these are neat little things to try out when I have a moment. And if you can increase your odds of success, why not? Why not? Anyway, so that's my my first go of it. And you know, I'm not interested in taking it too far. I'm not interested in trying to make a Wenatchee type giant point. I'm just interested in something that's representative. And if you're talking 3 to 5 inches, that's about it. That's really all I want to go for. Just something that looks realistic, but at the same time doesn't kill me to make. And there's nothing more depressing than snapping one of these things in half. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks. Ciao.